Oh, well, hey there. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. We about to go ahead and talk about Porsha's family matters, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. I am back for yet another episode of Porsha's Family Matters. Okay, keep in mind, I know I'm getting my review out, but understand your girl still will be going live. That is still the plan, to go live and have a chit chat with you guys, because you know I enjoy talking to you guys and I enjoy hearing what you guys have to say. So we are going to have an interactive live later on tonight, okay? And it's still scheduled on my channel. So make sure y'all set y'all times and we can come back and we could talk about this further, okay? Especially considering the fact that I have this review up and then Porsha has made a response regarding last night's episode. I also have that quick chat video coming up for you guys as well. So we could talk about all of that, have a cute little chit chat later on tonight, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this review. So we pick up where we left off, okay? With Dennis and Aunt Darlene arguing with each other. So they're going back and forth, having an exchange of words regarding her daughter Storm, because Storm is a motherfucking mess and Storm is a child, but the mama don't want to see her as a child. I guess either way, your daughter's a mess, ma'am. Period, point, blank. Okay, let's keep going. Girl, she didn't even want to hug you. She didn't even want to give you any love or do anything. So what are we talking about here? Right. So Porsha steady telling them, y'all got to get y'all out. Get your mother, get your mama, get your, and you got to go, baby. You got to get up out of here. I don't give where you got to go, but you got to get away from here from me. Hear me. Okay. So that's Porsha and her issues. Okay. Now Dennis yells and says, F you. That's what it sounded like he said. He was like, F you. I ain't got to be here. I'm here because you wanted me to be here. Here goes Storm. And you still here 4 days later. And he said, shut the fuck, Storm. And I was thinking the same thing. See, that's your problem. You are not Porsha. You might want to be her, but you're not. So if ain't nobody talking to you, shut up. Okay? Be quiet. Period. Let's keep going. So Porsha, we do see Porsha, you do kind of lunge at his mama though. You do kind of, you know what I'm saying? You do a little something, or you know what I'm saying? You jumped there and you did something, girl, because you was definitely in your emotions. You were definitely upset and you did some action towards his mom that caused him to step in just a bit. Okay. Now, once Dennis steps in, this is when Porsha started to swing on him and just started to go crazy. Porsha started swinging on him, security pushing Dennis back, Lauren telling Dennis to calm down. Y'all, I had to pause this and rewind, and I'm disappointed that I did not get any screenshots, but I'll try to remember to do that. Maybe I can remember to do that so we can like have screenshots and stuff for later when we have a chit chat or whatever. But yeah, so Yeah. So security is trying to push Dennis back. Lauren is telling Dennis to calm down. Meanwhile, you got Aunt Darlene all on Dennis, okay? For absolutely no reason, just pulling on him. It was as if she probably was already pulling on him before Porsha started swinging. Like it was just something that was just awkward about it. And I was like, man, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And Lauren, you over here telling Dennis, calm down. Get this, okay? Get her up off my back. Get this woman over here. While you over here telling me to tone it down, cool it down, and stop. Get this bitch up off my back. That's how that should have went. So Dennis tells Lauren that they went after my mama. Like, they don't went after my mama. She don't went after my mama. Okay. And she's like, I know. Okay. I got you. Just calm down. I'll make sure your mama is good. Scoot back. Okay. And let him just like try to get him out then. It was just chaos. It was just a lot going on. But anyway, let's keep going. So Lauren the assistant, which was interesting for me. Okay. Lauren the assistant goes to Miss Darlene and tells her to like calm down. Now, mind you, when Miss Darlene is pulling on Dennis, she ends up falling to the ground. What Lauren does, like when she falls to the ground, Lauren goes to check on her. The Lauren W, the assistant, is trying to check on her, like, are you good? Like trying to help her up. When Dennis sees that she's down and she's tugging on him, he kind of leans down to let her go or to like get her off him or whatever like that. Like he leans down Not that he hit her or anything. He just leaned down like this, like, get off me type. That's the energy it gave me, like, get off me. Lauren decides that she was going to hit Dennis. And it's like, what the fuck was that, Lauren? What was that? You turned around. Now, I'm a be Miss Porsha. Y'all sitting up here saying Dennis did this, Dennis did that. I ain't see not damn man throw no hands, but I saw women throwing all kinds of them. I saw your ass, I saw your sister, I saw Miss Darlene, and I saw Storm Hand coming over the security person. Y'all not gonna continue to play with me like this. They're not gonna continue to play with me like this, okay? So then, what else happened? So Darlene, she on the ground. Lauren trying to help her get off the ground because she done dragged herself all the way to the damn ground herself because she was trying to put that body weight on Dennis. That's what that was. She was trying to put all that weight on Dennis, trying to get him for. I don't know. It was like, Miss Darlene, you're a weirdo. Period. Point blank, short answer. You're a fucking weirdo. You pulling on this man. You fall to the ground on your damn own. Lauren gets your ass up. She's trying to calm you down. And then you go right back over there to pulling on that man. Now, if he would have turned around and said, wow, like, get off me, like, get off me, and you would have got hit in the face, that would have been your damn fault. Okay? So I don't care what nobody say, but let's keep going. So, what else? When Dennis saw Miss Darlene on the ground, okay, he leaned down, talked about that. Okay, so because when Dennis leaned down to put Miss Girl down, Miss Darlene on the ground, when he leaned down, Lauren hits him like Dennis, and she hits him, and you could see Storm just yelling because she's thinking that he hit her mom, and so she starts trying to hit him on the other side of security. I just refuse to believe that the thing Storm said on last week actually happened. When she came out and said Dennis hit her and Dennis did this, I do not believe that. I'm sorry. I feel like she is so short. Security was so much bigger than her that Dennis couldn't even get over there to her. Okay, so it was just a whole ass mess. And I thought it was also interesting to see Storm sit up there and want to fight Dennis over her mom when you don't even have respect for your own mother. You don't even want to hug your own mom. You're embarrassed by your mom. You would prefer if your mom wasn't even your mom. Okay, so somebody should have been over there beating your ass for how you was with your mom. You barely could even give her a hug. Yikes. But let's keep going. Porsha is over there grabbing plates and everything. Porsha over there grabbing plates. She throwing stuff and then says, did you just try to hit me? Did you just try to hit me? So she pick up a plate or whatever. She started throwing it. Mind you, Porsha, these plates could be hitting anybody, girl. These plates could be hitting anybody and you just tossing them. You have no regard for human life right now, okay? You just throwing them, okay? Then you decide to pick up a boom mic. Storm, that's probably what clocked your ass. And you probably was so much so seeing Dennis that you thought it was him. No, ma'am. That's probably what the fuck clocked you, was that damn boom mic. Because when Porsha picked up that boom mic looked like it was going more towards Storm direction than it was going towards Dennis. Okay, so yeah, that's a mess. What else happened? I talk about ratchet and out of control. That was definitely Porsha. I don't even know if Porsha should come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta with her carrying on and the shit that she be out here doing now. I don't know, girl. Y'all let me know, child. Meanwhile, Miss Darlene is back to pulling on Dennis. Okay, Lauren trying to get Miss Darlene under control, just foolish, just like, Miss Darlene, what are you doing? Stop. Miss Darlene like, F Dennis or whatever, and then runs back over there and grabbing on him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this lady? She just wanted to be in the midst of something. Meanwhile, you got Aunt Liz in the back looking like, look at this. They just look like some hooligans. Look at them. Look at these hooligans. Just like, that's all she was just look at the hooligans, girl. A mess. A Porsha yelling, saying, he touched my family. He touched my Simon. Simon like, girl, if you get your, like, Simon straight face screaming. Simon was over it. Simon was definitely over it, okay? Dumb, ignorant, stupid, weak ass. All that big talk he was just sitting up there giving to Dennis, but the women is the ones up here throwing the blows. The women is the ones up here trying to stop the fight too. Where your ass at, Dom? Where you at? Oh my God. Oh my. That he was giving me Home Alone. What is that? That's what he was giving. Girl, I can't. Your immediate reaction wasn't to protect the women, and your reaction was, okay. So then, what do we see? Then he gonna run over there to the bar, and then he gonna start beating on the bar. What you beating on the bar for? You ain't do nothing. Like, what you so upset for? You ain't do nothing. Then you just tell Dennis if he wanted to do something, then do something about it. Then why you ain't go over there and steal on Dennis or something like that? Why you ain't gonna do that? Why you ain't gonna do nothing? But stood in the background. His ass is in the background doing this. Then ran over to the ledge where Porsha was and stood on top so he could see what's going on. I guess he was trying to get an eye on Storm because he couldn't see her. Hello? A mess. And then next thing you know, he running over there to the bar, beating on the bar. And then 1 minute he's standing over there watching what's going on. It looked like he about was crying. And then the producer had to come over and say something. So I was like, Dom, go find your ass a corner. Matter of fact, go find your ass a flight and get back to America. Because you're out of your element. And you've been out of your element for a minute. Take your ass back. All right. So let's continue to go on. So Storm says, oh my God, my lip is bleeding. What the fuck you think was going to happen? You're behind security. Porsha over there throwing all kind of motherfucking plates and boom mics and hands and anything else she could get. Simon over here trying to calm her ass down. She's like, get off of me. Get off of me. Girl, it's just too much going on. Look at the mess. Like all that anger she had for Dennis, she was really, really letting it out at that time. Letting it out. Porsha crying, saying that, I want my family gone. I want my family gone from here. Girl, that shit was a mess, honey. Then she says, I want him arrested. I want him arrested, him and his bitch ass mom. Girl. Porsha Diane Williams, girl, fuck you. Okay? Girl, fuck you. I want him arrested. Him and his bitch ass mom. I want my family gone. I want my family gone. He touched my family. He touched my family. Girl, fuck you. Girl, you, sweetheart. Okay? I can't. I'm like, you the one out here in motherfucking shambles, throwing plates, cookies, pies, cupcakes, anything you could get your hands on. Shit you about was gonna throw Simon ass if you could have picked him up and threw him over there. Because Simon was struggling to get control of Miss Porsha over there. Okay? Struggling. Honey, girl, it was a mess, girl. You out here showing your whole ass and then want to talk about you on Dennis arrested. We'll start with you. So Dennis, his mom, and the guests that he brought up, they ended up leaving. So they ended up going ahead and heading out. Porsha done sent out text messages to the whole family. So like, y'all better not say anybody. Y'all better not see nobody. Okay, so if they come to y'all and ask y'all about this shit, don't even talk about what had happened. It's like, yeah, because you ain't trying to make your damn self look like a fool. This what that is. Okay. So I feel like when it comes to this, Porsha, you sending out this text message, it made me think about Real Housewives of Atlanta. You always be trying to control people via text message. Yeah, when it came down to the Nene situation and y'all was trying to ice Nene out, come to find out you was the main person that was up there talking about some icing Nene out. not talking to her, not giving her a leg to stand on or anything like that, right? Remember that? And the ladies had to call your ass out about that. And then when Nene came, you want to be fake, talking about it's been so hard without you. Like, just lying to the people. Lying to the people, girl. I ain't got time for Miss Porsha, honey. And that BS. Remember that other BS she did? When it came down to like BLM or some justice or something, dealing with black people or whatever, some type of something they was trying to do via text message. And I think Candy ended up securing an opportunity or something like that. She ended up going to the network and getting some things to work out for them. And Porsha felt the way because I guess she wanted to be the leader on that, or either she thought that they were going to do it collectively. And then Candy was out here doing her own BLM type of movement. Candy not doing a whole lot of talk about it. She just do what the fuck she do because that's how it is. But meanwhile, you got Porsha that's over here being upset about it and was pitching a fit because she wanted to be the only person with that type of thing going on the show about her activism or some shit like that, right? I don't know if y'all remember all that happened. So it's like, and it was like, I think it was earlier in 2021, shortly after that, some text messages and things were exposed from Porsha and Candy. I think Porsha sent some stuff, Candy sent some stuff, whatever it was. Porsha fake. Like, that's just the short answer for me. Porsha fake. Okay, she's gorgeous. She can dress, all this other great stuff people may like about her. A lot of y'all really just pander to her because of her beauty. But at the end of the day, the woman's fake. Period. Does she could change at any moment. But right now, it's definitely giving wholehearted fakeness. So there's that. You over here trying to control. And then you know your family don't do reality TV, so they don't know. So if you be like, don't talk about it in this show, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, babe, we won't do it. Like, okay, then cool. They're gonna act like everything is just all good. Anyway, so then there's that. So everybody was asked, like I said, to not to talk about it. So she texted everybody. So when they got to the confessional, they asked all the different people, like, yo, did you get a text message? Guess who the only real ones out there that spoke up and said they did get a text message? The same people that's been real this whole motherfucking time. And those people are Lundy and Aunt Liz. They were the only ones that ended up telling us that they actually did get a text message to not have a conversation about this stuff. The only ones to get the text message. Whew, child. I'm sorry. Everybody got the text message, but they were the only ones to actually be vocal. At least that's what they showed us. Because it seemed like Lauren didn't want to really say anything either. She didn't want to say that Porsha sent that out either. I don't know why. You say you was going to start keeping it real. So why you not keeping it real? Anyway, so then she say she's used to everyone not saying anything. So when they get on the bus the next morning, they trying to act like life is grand. Life is all good. Everything is good. Right? She said, I'm used to us not saying anything because that's just how my family is. Girl, stop lying. That could be true and that also could be untrue at the same time, girl. Don't be trying to say that. You should have just said, yeah, I just told my family not to say anything about it because I really didn't want to talk about it. I was over it the next day. That's all you could have said, but whatever, girl, trying to lie. What else? They all have the nerve and audacity to go and try and get their chakras cleansed. I said, bitch, not y'all trying to get y'all chakras. Y'all gonna need a few chakras cleansed, not just one. You're gonna need a whole lot of them. You're gonna need a few, and it's gonna take more than just one chakra cleansing. Y'all gonna need to do some additional help, especially you, some additional work, especially you, Miss Porsha. So Aunt Liz cries and says that she thinks about She thinks about Porsha and her bad decision. She feels like Porsha has made a lot of bad decisions. So from that, she begins to like get emotional and cry, right, in the confessional. So as they're getting instruction, once they get to the location, they get instructions, I guess, from the shaman or whatever. Aunt Liz mentions how she has seen the progression or the evolving of Mama Gina. And she feels like she may have improved on some things, but she don't know if she's had that conversation with Porsha. Porsha not saying nothing, face is straight, try not to give any reaction because she also knows the camera is on her. And because she also does not want to give any room for people to open this up for discussion because she already sent them a text message and told their ass not to talk about it, right? Right. Okay. So Lauren says she wants to focus. Here go Lauren. Lauren, girl, you so how the fuck, to me, I feel like, Lauren, how you gonna be in this healing space but then also don't want to address the past so that you can heal and move forward to the future. That shit don't make sense. I just want us to focus. Like, I hear you, Aunt Liz, I hear you. Yes. However, we always do a lot of finger pointing. You. We always do the finger pointing. And in this moment, I want us to just focus in on ourselves and what it is that we can do. I felt like that probably would have been a great time to talk about the incident that took place that night, considering the fact that the people that were involved in the incident wasn't even there. So it would have been okay to have that conversation. Y'all want to have so many other conversations about the motherfucking past. So why y'all not having no conversations about what the hell happened last night? That's the past, ain't it? Y'all want to talk about everything else the Dennis did in the past, dumb, and keep bringing it up with your dumb ass. Okay, keep bringing it up. Y'all want to keep talking about all that old shit. So why we ain't talking about what happened last night? Oh, it's free game when it comes to Dennis, but now it's your turn and you don't want to talk about shit because you knew they was going to eat your ass up for the stuff that you did. And that makes even more sense to me when I think of that, because Porsha put out a statement, and you guys will see the video shortly, my thoughts on that. But Porsha put out a statement about how what she said, something about they didn't show everything or whatever. I can't even remember my train of thought about that. But it just, my moral of saying this is whatever statement Porsha put out about protecting Dennis or whatever, we know she was full of shit. And she was really lying because, again, she just didn't want to talk about that because she knew her family was going to eat her ass up and call her out for her FS. And that's why she was trying to avoid the conversation. So it had nothing to do with Dennis. It had everything to do with her. That's the short answer, girl. Let's just keep going. Lauren says that, yeah, I already said that. So then the producers called him out about not acknowledging. I said, come on, producer, you better come out the motherfucking woodwork. You better break the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, or whatever wall that you need to step through. Break through it, baby. And let's talk. He said, yeah, so nobody's being authentic. No. Nobody's being authentic out here. If there's some things that happened last night and you guys are trying to heal and go forward, why are we not talking about the things that happened last night so that we can do just that? And that's exactly what I'm saying. Y'all can talk about all the other bullshit from the past, but when it's time for y'all to talk about what happened last night, y'all don't want to have that conversation, right? Oh, okay. And that right there is confirmation for me that Porsha, you knew your ass was out of line. And then you want to sit up here and try and play it up and make it seem like it was more so Dennis. When you knew your ass was out of line, and that's the real reason why you did not want to have the conversation. You did not want to have to face your actions of what you put out here in these motherfucking streets to the people. Okay? Wow, messy. But anyway, so the producer is asking why. He's like, what happened the night before? Because, you know, if we're going to be moving forward, let's move forward, but let's hash this out first. So why are we not talking about that? And everybody just like not saying that, they just looking dumb. Aunt Liz was like, well, I was told that I can't talk about it. I was told I talk about this and so I didn't talk about it. I don't mind talking about it, but she just told me I couldn't talk about it. So I don't know what we're talking about, what we doing. Right? So Porsha just over there looking dumb like, huh? Well, I mean, if you, are you done with the scene? He was like, well, if y'all not going to give nothing, then we might as well wrap. She was like, okay, so that's it? You don't need nothing else for the scene? He was like, I guess not. And she was like, oh, okay, well then we can rap then. And she got up and got her ass on. Girl, fuck you. Sitting up here. Girl, you ain't trying to heal. This was a bogus ass trip. And bravo all to come in there and whoop all y'all ass. Sitting up here wasting America time like this. Girl. Gonna bring this to us. Like she really trying to mend the damn family. Didn't want to sit up here and get mad when the fans ain't going crazy over her, but much rather be on Dennis' side. Girl, I can't. So then Lundy says the producer is right, but no one wants to talk about it because they don't want to put blame all on one person. And she know exactly who. That's why she zipped her lips. She was like, oop, oop. Right? Lundy know what's up. So the producers wanted them to talk about it, but Porsha didn't want to talk about it. And she says that they can go and wrap it up. So that's what it was, right? But later that night, she decided she did want to have the conversation. I'm sure she did after one of the producers ended up convincing her to have the conversation. Like, look, we can't have the big incident happen that night and we just not address it at all. Like, we're gonna have to address it. And they probably told her Dennis and the lady are gone, and his mom, they're all gone. So it's not like they're gonna be there to argue. This is a time for you and your family to come together, whatever. So I'm sure the producers went to her and talked to her and convinced her to go ahead and say her piece or whatever, and talk it out. So we get to the all-white party. Storm isn't coming because she isn't feeling well. So Simon says he is proud of everyone for being there and tells them to not let yesterday take away from what they've accomplished. I got to the edge and said, Simon, come here. What the fuck did they accomplish? What did they accomplish, Simon? Let us know. What did they accomplish? What was accomplished? Cut it out. Cut it out. Child, don't let it get in the way of what have they accomplished, dear? So Simon speaks on whether Porsha, this was awkward for me. He said, whether Porsha or Dennis are together or not. What? Why would you even let that roll off your mouth? Roll off your tongue? Why would you even say that? Because that right there sounds like you're giving a possibility to them getting back together. So that means even you see the energy and the connection between the both of them. Even you see that a woman getting that angry about this man still has some type of love for him and feelings for him that are deeper than just on the surface. Even you see that, and you have no choice but to see that because you saw her and you got engaged to her in 2 weeks. So y'all want us to believe, okay? So miss me with all of that, okay? That was a very weird statement to me for him to make. Aunt Liz says that Denise was cheated. I'm sorry, Dennis. So Aunt Liz says that Dennis did cheat, right? He cheated on you. He was a dog at the time when he was with you. But again, that's the past. There is no reason that what he has done in the past should have come into conversation today. And here's the thing, Porsha, you have such a big issue with Mama Gina because she doesn't agree with your ass. But here's the other gag. The reason Aunt Liz and Mama Gina get along is because they think alike. And it's sad that you can sit up there and you can take the advice of Aunt Liz, but not hear Aunt Gina because you got an issue with her when Aunt Gina was just saying the same exact thing that Aunt Liz is saying. She said the same shit the night before, but you took offense to what she was saying because you have an issue with her. But your issue is really with her son, but you want to be mad at her. Cut it out. Okay. What else? Yeah. I like what the Aunt Liz said. Because Aunt Liz was like, Dennis, he cheated. He was a dog back at that point. Things that came up should have never came up because it leaves him to be in a space where he has to defend himself. And then not only does he have to defend himself, he got to defend his mama because he feel like his mama being attacked too. Right? So none of that shit should have happened. It shouldn't have happened at all. So let's keep going. So Porsha says that she stared at the wall all night and that she was triggered by her past. You damn sure was. She says that she wanted her family blended and she apologizes. She says that she wasn't thinking about the now and she wasn't even considering Simon. Exactly. Because you ain't feeling that man like that. You could be feeling him like that now, but at that time you weren't. You got with Simon to make Dennis jealous. And that was confirmation for me when you said what you said. I wasn't even thinking about the now. I didn't even consider Simon. Period. So there's that. You sure did. So there, let's move on. So she get back home. So everybody back in America now. So she go to see her mama. Her mama in the bed. Y'all was wrong and messy talking about her mama had some work done. Because I was really wondering with that bracelet and stuff she had on. I was like, girl, did you really go get some work done on your body, Mr. Diane? Or could she possibly have had C19 and she just wasn't feeling great? So Porsha decides to clue her in on the trip when she finally arrives, okay? Porsha tells her mom about Dennis telling Simon about him bringing a girl on the trip and how he wanted Simon to tell Porsha and see if the girl could possibly come around. Right. But Porsha says that she thinks that he was doing it to get a reaction out of her and to make her jealous and to show Simon that, see, she really don't want you. She still want me. And although that could possibly be true, I just kind of felt like he wasn't trying to make you jealous because you already got your person. So why is it you brought him on that trip, though, for him to be jealous, though? That's how I feel. Because I don't think you had the right intentions while you was talking about Dennis' intentions. I don't think you had the right intentions for Dennis to be on the trip either. Even though I do feel like it was originally like Lauren's idea, and then, she went along with it. So, Yeah, so there's that. What else? She says that Simon wanted Dennis stuff out the house. That's another thing we learned. And then her mama was like, "Ooh, thank God." I'm like, man, Miss Diane, shut up. Stop acting like you really like the fact that Porsha dating this man. But I guess you do because you're looking at the benefit and the stuff that you do get out of it anyway. But I'm like, Miss Diane, stop. Well, thank God. I'm like, man, listen, I know my mama be team me, but girl, don't be team me that damn much. Okay, if I'm being foolish, child, God, dog. Anyway, she says that no, Porsha says that he doesn't have anything there, which he does, and we learned that he had quite a few things there. So she tells her about Dom bringing up a time when Dennis rehired the woman that he cheated on her with. Then she tells her about Dennis telling Storm to shut the fuck up, and that resulted in her putting him out. And then Porsha says Dennis grabs her from going at his mom. I didn't see that. Okay, but I know he reached. So if she feel like he grabbed her, then obviously he grabbed her because she was lunging at his mom. There's that. Okay, and she says that he thinks she's going. She said because he thought I was gonna go at his mama. Well, you was. That's the energy that she was giving, and yeah. So then Porsha says it could have changed anything. She said if I could have changed anything from being on that trip, it would have been my own actions. I bet you would have, girl. So later on, we see where Porsha goes by to visit her Aunt Liz at the Hosea Feed the Hungry or Feed the Homeless Foundation warehouse or whatever they got, this new building. So Aunt Liz lets her know that she was traumatized by the trip. And Porsha thinks Dennis's mom was satisfied. I'm like, I don't think that lady was satisfied at all. Like she got what she wanted. What did she get what she want? How did she get what she wanted? After the trip was over with, when she was leaving. Did you even see her leave? How did she get what she wanted for real, for real? Because if that's the case, she'll be really happy that she got what she wanted because you're not her daughter-in-law because you're about to go and marry Simon. If she really didn't like you like that. So the thing is, Porsha, you don't like that lady so much that you create these things in your own head about stuff. So you got to work on that. What else? Aunt Liz thinks that it would have been better if it was a trip with just Dennis, Simon, Pilar, and Porsha. That's how you blend your family. You got to make sure y'all at the top are together first. Then you can mix and mingle everybody else in. But Porsha knew that. Porsha knew that already. She knew that shit. But let's keep going. She says she didn't think Storm or Dom should have been there. She says they shouldn't have been there and they shouldn't have been bringing up that mess from the past. Agreed. Aunt Liz tells her that they don't have a legacy, but you do. I said, come on. Come on. And then Aunt Liz goes on to even give it, like, goes on to, like, say even more real ass stuff, but we'll get to it. So Aunt Liz tells her she has to work on being non-violent and to just not engage at times. Porsha says nope, she can't do that, and she'll have to pray for that. But then you can't do that. You have to pray for that. But then you go and you make a statement about how you learned a long time ago about violence. So basically what you're saying to me and what I'm hearing, or what you're saying to Aunt Liz and what I'm hearing, is that you know that you're a violent person and you're going to continue that until somebody puts you in your place for real, for real. Okay, got you. All right. So then her aunt says Porsha is beginning to understand the legacy, but she says that Porsha can't carry the legacy yet. I said, you better know what to say. You better know what to say. She's understanding the legacy, but she's not fit for a queen. She's not fit to carry the legacy at this time. So that's a DEAD. Okay. Now, Auntie says that she expected more from Simon in that moment. And Porsha says, well, he went over and he rubbed Dennis's back and ushered him out. And that was enough for me. I was fine with that, Auntie. So then Aunt Liz asks how she will fix her image when it comes to like activism and all that stuff. And then Porsha says, I feel like I don't have an image to fix. Like, I don't think I have to fix anything about myself. You know, I might feel like I'm human and I respond how I respond. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is until it ain't what it ain't. Okay, so then Aunt Liz tells her to let Dennis come over as Pilar, because Pilar has to go and get surgery. So her tonsils are like messed up. And she has like sleep apnea or something like that. So she breathes heavy or something. She has trouble breathing is what it sounds like. So they're going to go ahead and get like her tonsils taken out and take care of her adenoids or something like that. So they're going to take care of all of that. so that baby girl can sleep better. So Aunt Liz encourages her to allow Dennis to come over and actually be there for the daughter during this time. But you know what I also think? I think Aunt Liz is hopeful that Dennis and Porsha will get back together. And I feel like the reason she told Dennis to go over or told Porsha to let Dennis come over is so as they care for the daughter, she could see the family that she could have if it was him and her. I think that she still deep down inside would like to see Dennis and Porsha win and not see Porsha with this man Simon. And if Aunt Liz feels like Simon is not all the way there, I trust it and I believe it because she saw through Dom ass from the very beginning. So I'll definitely take that. What else did she go on to say? I think that was it. We see Dennis link up with his mama. Okay, his mom felt disrespected by Porsha, and she was. Okay, Dennis tells her that she can't be mad at everybody. And then Gina says it's not a matter of being mad, it's a matter of being disrespected. Okay, or being disrespectful. Right, so then Gina says she doesn't do well with people disrespecting her kids. Dennis wants her to fall back though, because he feel like, girl, hold what you got. I'm grown. I can handle my own. Okay, if I don't tell you I need you, then don't be running up. Period. All right, so there's that. Next thing you know, we see Porsha and her assistant Lauren. So Lauren is nervous about seeing Dennis at the surgery. They went to the basement and only grabbed socks and a pillowcase or something. Talking about that's all he got. They also found some bundles of hair when Dennis used to sell hair, but Porsha gonna use that to put in her damn head. So you just not gonna give him his stuff back? I guess not, because it ain't like he could use it anyway. So Dennis has a lot of his things over there is what we learned. He got like a couch over there. He got some tax papers over there. He got quite a few things over there. I can't even remember everything, but it was quite a few things over there. And Porsha didn't even get all of the stuff that was actually over there. She done called one of his assistants, Kevin or somebody, asking them about what all is Dennis's stuff. And the old boy knew exactly what stuff belonged to Dennis. So she had to go and grab that stuff. But I know she didn't get everything. But okay then, Porsha. And she says that I hate everything happened because he could have come over and got it all himself. And I kind of feel like he still can come over and get it all his damn self. Y'all can have a talk. Y'all can have a conversation. He still can come over like, hey, I got to go ahead and get your things out. So if you would like to come over this weekend to get, I feel like that's even a better time. The fact that y'all have gotten into this argument, y'all not really on great terms, is even more of a reason for him to get his shit out your house now. Because see, when y'all was on good terms, you was cool with having the shit in there. Now you getting married or whatever, and y'all also are on at odd ends. So it's like, yeah, let's go ahead and get your shit out my house. So it would have been an even better time to me. Porsha tells Lauren about her meeting with her Aunt Liz and how she feels like her Aunt Liz really comfort her and how she felt like all the extra people should not have been on the trip and it actually should have just been her, Dennis, and Simon and Pilar. And Lauren was like, I actually agree with that. Okay, I'm sure Lauren did because Lauren probably was thinking about Darlene and how she had to hold her ass back. And she probably was like, girl, I ain't signed up for this. I did not sign up for this mess here. Okay, now baby PJ, we learned, like I said, she had sleep apnea. She got to get her tonsils and things taken out. Porsha talks to her mom briefly as she packs up for baby PJ to go and have this surgery. And she talks about how she wants to have a conversation with Dennis about how he wants to go about, you know, doing things when it comes to like baby PJ and whatever else they need to talk about. So Dennis pops up at the door with the baby PJ and Porsha asks if he would want to come in for a conversation. And we did not see him go in. So that was pretty much like the end of the episode. We'll end up seeing more on next week, I'm sure. But in the next week's preview, it looks like, and you know, they could have chopped this up. And I believe it's going to be the finale. Simon is going to tell Aunt Liz that they need to put some respect, I guess, on Porsha's name or give her respect when it comes to the Hosea. I don't know what he's talking about. I hope he's talking about something related to maybe Dennis or something else or another situation. But you're not going to be an outsider coming to an insider that has a whole family organization that ain't got shit to do with you and then tell somebody that they need to put respect on anything. Okay, that's none of your business. You're not affiliated with this. Even if you are married to Porsha, you're not a part of the family like that. So scoot back. Okay, not just a little bit, scoot all the way back. all right, with yours. So that's what it is that I'm thinking, but we'll see, because you know how they like to chop and screw. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my recap, okay? And then I'm going to come back later and we're going to have us a chit chat, okay, about it. I want to hear you guys' thoughts and what you all have to say. And I might even do some call-ins and stuff. So we'll see if I'm going to do the call-ins, but I definitely plan to come back and chit chat with you guys. Okay, so please don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, on your way out. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not. If you enjoyed the content, you stayed around for the past few minutes, please be sure to hit the subscription button. And also remember that sharing is definitely caring. I would highly appreciate it if you guys share the video with some of your peeps that enjoy the show. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at jamithatsme. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.